I've been teaching distance education uh, since the first time I started distance education class, it was in 1989. Those days we had to call the students. There was no blackboard or anything. So we had to directly connect to the students. And so then we have progressed to now Blackboard, and there are many other programs which we can use. When I travel to conferences or I'm on vacation, I normally carry my laptop. Now, my laptop is heavy, and like I'm at a conference, I need Wi-Fi or whatever to work on the laptop, and it's very cumbersome to carry a laptop all around. So I have found an iPad to be much useful. So I have this app called Log Me In. So I launch my app, and here listed there are two computers. The first one is my desktop in my office, and the second one is my laptop at home. Okay, so I can go to any of these computers, and let's say I go to my desktop. So, and all I need to do is just put in my password, just as I do on my desktop, put in my password and my username and password, and log into the desktop. Okay, here's my desktop now. So now I can access anything which is on my desktop. In teaching math, we use certain softwares to create our homework and exams, final exams and tests, and these are by various publishers. So one program is like TestGen. So I can click on TestGen, and here is TestGen launched, and I can start creating an exam for my students. So and this I can do from anywhere in the world. Means I could be anywhere, and I can create my exam. I can save it on my desktop. I can download it anywhere into my Dropbox, or if I have to send it to my students or upload it on my Blackboard. Now we know that the iPad does not support Internet Explorer or any, because it doesn't come with Flash. On my Blackboard, I can just launch a Firefox, which I already have on my desktop, or a Google Chrome. So because that's the preferred browser for Blackboard, but which I can't use on my iPad. I can't have Firefox on my iPad. So here is my Firefox, and I can start getting into Blackboard right from here. I use MATLAB a lot in teaching of the calculus. So I found that, and MATLAB, the college has a license. It is a very expensive license, so we cannot have, and there is no app available for the iPad also. But since I can directly connect to my desktop, it is already there on my desktop, so I can use the MATLAB. Okay, so let's say I want to share a file or with my colleague. So there is an app called Join Me. So here is Join Me, and I can share, or let's say I want to share a file, or let's say I want to have a conference meeting with my colleague. So this is an app which helps me in doing that. So like if I want to share, I can directly go from here and share. All I have to do is link up with the other person's computer. All I have to do is send them a code which will come up here, and they can see my iPad, and we can start working together. And the same thing can be done with a student. Let's say I want to personally tutor a student, or help a student. So I can use this Join Me to help a student also with their programs, okay, or with whatever difficulties they have. with the Join Me, I have found out this Join Me app is also available for iPhones, Android iPhones. So let's say a student is in the bus and he has his iPhone and he wants to get a one-on-one tutoring from me while in the bus. So I can do it right there, means even when he's traveling in the bus. Means. There is another app which I have used on iPad that is called MathPad. Okay, so here, let's say I want to create a document for my students which I would like to upload on the Blackboard site. So since I teach all kind of math, so let's say I want to do some calculus for them. So I type in those documents here. Okay, so you can see that it, like in whatever way I write, this app will, or if I want to rub out something which has been misprinted, so all I have to do is take that out. I want to create, let's say, a file which I want to upload onto the Blackboard site. I can export it into an app which is called Doceri. Okay, so here is my Doceri. So all I have to do is I press the record button and I create a file, and then I can put it into YouTube and upload it on the Blackboard site. I can also email the YouTube site to my students, or I can directly put it into the Blackboard, which they can have access to from anywhere. What about grading papers? So let's say I want to grade papers, and for that I have an app called Top Notes. Download the document from the Blackboard site or the Dropbox, and let's say this is just a demonstration, and I open it up and I can see with this I can do corrections on that paper. After I have corrected that paper, all I have to do is put it into the Dropbox or email it to. So there is an email facility here, or upload facility. So I can email it directly to the student or upload it again into the Blackboard site, into the student's account or the Dropbox. Access to Facebook, Gmail, Yahoo, okay, YouTube directly from your iPad or Dropbox. So you don't have to open it separately. All you have to do is just launch this and get into those sites. And besides the iPad, the technology which I use in my teaching is a smartboard. I have recorded lectures with my smartboard, saved them, and I upload those PDF documents onto the Blackboard site, so those lectures can be accessed by the students later on also. Now there is another useful app on the iPad which is called My Script Calculator. Okay, so let's say I want to, and this also I want to demonstrate to the students, or if I want to use it in my Doceri. So let's say I do cosine pi over 3, okay, and I want to find the value of this, and here comes the value.